the month of January, we're going to be giving away 1 million MT. We actually already went ahead and gave away 1 million, but you guys have been showing so much love, we have decided to give away another 1 million MT. All you guys have to do to enter is purchase any amount of MT at NBA2King.com. Use my code BIO2K at checkout, and be sure to DM me on Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below, and I will be picking a winner by the end of the month. Tomorrow in my team, guys, there is going to be a huge update that we already do know about. If you guys don't know, I posted a video before this. It is about the Out of This Orbit set that is dropping tomorrow. But one thing that I found pretty interesting going on in the new set is it actually is going to be the very first time that a base set in my team is going to feature diamond players. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, this is the base sets that I am actually talking about. So you guys can see that the lock-ins have already been diamonds and everything. However, I think we are going to be getting our first pink diamond lock-ins, and I think it obviously is time that they kind of made that little bit of an upgrade. If it's not this first one, then the next one will be pink diamonds. But regardless, though, where Terry Porter is, guys, this is now going to be a diamond player, right? Which is pretty solid. I mean, again, same thing with this set. You know, you're going to be getting a diamond player to kind of headline everything. And also, we are going to be getting whoever this season select card is or whatever. So, I'm also going to be talking about this player or this set right here as well. Shout out my man JP, game winner last night. But what I want to talk about in this video, guys, is that there is a huge MT making method that there's a good chance is going to end up happening tomorrow. And I highly recommend that you guys at least kind of look into this and see if you guys are even remotely interested in doing this, okay? Now, I don't know. I don't want to call it a glitch necessarily. I don't want to call it like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to call it. You guys obviously see by the title and the thumbnail, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be calling it. But this is not the normal video, by the way, where I'm like, oh, these cards are going to jump up in price, invest in this. So if you didn't click off yet, you guys are in for something pretty good. So when it does come to the seasons and everything, normally what we get in the exchanges here, as you guys can tell, I have to get this tutorial for probably the 50,000th time that I've been getting them. We've been getting these exchange packs, right? Now, these exchange packs, you know, you guys can see it is exchange 10 Ruby players for an Amethyst. Now, before this season, guys, these used to be such, like, good value in actually being able to either lock in the sets or whatever you guys kind of wanted to do. Now, they did make them unauctionable. I do believe in previous seasons they were not unauctionable. I'm pretty sure you were able to sell them. However, one thing I'm going to say is a lot of people are probably going to wanting to be doing this set tomorrow, okay? This is either way, like whether they're auctionable or not, this is a good way to kind of avoid having to actually buy these Amethyst cards, or, well, now what is going to be these diamond cards for a lot of MT. So if you look at this, guys, like I said, 10 Ruby players for an Amethyst pack really isn't all that bad. And again, in return, it does give you guys the most expensive card in the set. So you guys will be getting either Terry Porter or Doug Collins, and you guys will be able to fill out the rest of the set, no problem, and you guys will be good to go. Now, again, the good thing about this, though, is that being that this is going to be a diamond, this value should be a lot higher. Hey guys, if you guys need any online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up Rose NBA. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. He is 100% legit and reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. So what does that mean? What are we going to be seeing tomorrow in my team? Why am I even making this video? Well, right now, going onto the market, a lot of cards are really cheap due to a lot of the super packs and everything. So you guys can see a lot of Amethysts are not going for all that much. I mean, you guys can scoop up Amethyst for very cheap. 1350. Okay, so it is 1400 MT at the lowest, right? So there's a Stromile Swift for 1300. Now this is kind of what I kind of wanted to bring up here. So for 1500 MT, guys, there is a ton, and I mean a ton of Amethyst here on the market. And the reason why this is so important is literally because I don't know how I don't have Gary yet, but we're just gonna scoop him up. But the whole point of what I'm trying to say is that these cards, guys, are going for so cheap right now that it is almost worth investing in these cards. Now, I don't want to tell you guys this is guaranteed to happen because, like I said, the first 3 seasons in my team, everything was great. These cards held so much value because of the exchanges. Then this last time, it really didn't. What I'm saying is, though, is that if you guys have a lot of MT or if you guys want to take the chance or whatever, it might be a gamble at the end of the day, but there's a good shot that you guys could cash in some really good profit with these Amethysts and look to flip for a lot of MT tomorrow. So depending on how much you buy, obviously, you guys could flip them for a lot tomorrow. Now, again, this exchange is not 110% guaranteed. I'm basing this off of what they are saying in, you know, what they announced earlier today and what they have been doing throughout the entire year. So tomorrow we should, like I said, be getting an additional pack here that does give us a diamond exchange. Now, judging by basically what this is, so it's 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm assuming this next one is going to be to exchange like 12 amethysts or whatever. And again, because of that, I think a lot of these cards that are super cheap are, instead of being 1,500, they could have a chance of going up to maybe 3,000 MT. But regardless, you'll at least be able to double your investment on a lot of these amis. And also, guys, they're amethysts. A lot of people are just throwing them up, as you guys saw. That was one for 1,300. If you sat in that filter, I'm sure you could find some for 1,100, 1,200, maybe even 1,000 MT. You guys could make some pretty good profit, I feel like, tomorrow with flipping some of these amethyst cards. Again, this isn't guaranteed. I'm not saying that it's going to be guaranteed because we don't know 100%, but I honestly like sharing stuff like this with you guys because there is a good shot that this could be a really good investment for you guys to be able to make some quick and easy MT. Now, some other things I did want to talk about, as you know, we did have to scoop up a little Gary Goat. Limited, guys. Limited is really good, and one thing that I didn't realize how good Limited really was is not these rewards, but the rewards that are actually inside of Limited. They boosted the MT amounts that you guys get, which is really good. I've myself gotten 3,000 MT the first game I actually played of Limited on this account, and on other accounts I've seen people get 5,000, and I've seen people get as much up to as 10,000 MT for one game of Limited. So if you guys are not taking advantage of how juiced Limited has really been this season, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I just realized when you get your 6 rings, guys, you're going to get a free 20 box. Granted, that means those players are going to probably you're not going to really be pulling all that much, but also you're probably, even if you do, it's probably not going to hold that much value. Regardless, though, still pretty cool. But Limited does have some really good ways to make MT in it too, guys, so I highly recommend you guys pay attention to that. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about, though, is going back into these sets here. Again, this Season 1 Select, guys, the last Select card we got, I'm trying to remember who it was. So the last Select card was Billy Cunningham. I mean, he was cool, I guess. Or wait, I don't think that was the last one. No, this was David Thompson was the last one that we did end up getting. My bad. So with this player, it's obviously going to be a pink diamond, guys. And with it being a pink diamond, there's a good shot that because they just dropped Yi for free, they might make this card pretty good. There's a good shot that we could be seeing somebody really solid if it fits the theme. They out of this orbit theme. I'm not saying it's going to be Taco. I'm not saying it's going to be Bol, but would you really be surprised if it's not somebody pretty solid? I mean, again, if you guys just take a look at some of these cards now and their prices, they're really not all that expensive. So if you guys, you know, again, looked to invest in some of these guys, like Quickly's 800 MT. I mean, again, barely any MT. Again, I'm sure Xavier Tillman, again, barely any MT if you just scroll through. I mean, again, 1,000 MT, whatever. Like, there's a good shot these cards could jump up tomorrow, again, depending on who this is. Again, it is a gamble. I'm just telling you guys, these are some things that you guys might want to look to invest in because there is some huge value that could be happening. And it could kind of happen pretty soon, like literally tomorrow. So they're going to be announcing the promo here, guys, for tomorrow really soon. So definitely expect the market crash coming tomorrow as well with a lot of these different players, you know, depending on who it is. Yao is not going to crash. Yao, unfortunately, is going to be broken and probably this much for a long time. Maybe we see a drop with Kawhi. Kawhi's price really isn't all that great. He's really not that, you know, overpowered or whatever. Same thing with Ja. You could see a big crash there. The super packs really didn't help those guys. Even a guy like Tatum. Maybe Tatum's price goes down a little bit. Regardless, though, I think we're getting pretty close, guys. Mark my words. I think we are getting pretty close to having our first buyable Galaxy Opals in this game. So, I don't know, guys. Make sure to pay attention to this, though. Like I said, if you guys invest in it and it works out, awesome. If it doesn't, maybe I'll give away some MT tomorrow if it doesn't happen. You guys let me know, though. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And yeah.